All right. What's up? Okay, let's see. I don't even know how to start. Let's walk over here to somewhere open.
My head is pounding. Must be close.
That is the Elder Brain doing nothing important. Oh, I think this might be the actual part where I meet the Elder Brain. I wanted to show you my team first. Let's not go there. Let's go back. What's on the other side of this? I don't think anything important. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do it right here. So we got Tav. Let's see. Let's meet all the characters. We got Tav, who is aptly named Tav. This is my High Elf, Beastmaster Ranger, and I basically just use her for shooting arrows. As you can see, I have a shit ton of special arrows, which I basically spent all my. I'm down to 243 gold. I don't keep gold on any of my other people because I don't think I go back after this part. So I just spent it all on consumables before going into this final fight. Okay. Yeah. Also, I went through a long. I took hours to research the best equipment. So I've got each of my characters, which I'll show you really quick, with the best equipment I think that I can get for them. So she's using the dead shot, which is, I guess, the critical hit is reduced by 1, which is helpful. But the more important is the keen attack, which is double the proficiency bonus. Because I have the feat sharpshooter all in, which I pretty much use all the time, which decreases my. It's a -5 penalty to attack roll, but it deals a 10 extra damage per shot. But because I get to double my proficiency bonus, my attack roll, that's really helpful because I think at this point it's 4. I think. Or proficiency, yeah, 4. So I get a +8 to my attack roll with that, which is really really helpful. Plus the 2 enchantment. And then also, anytime I'm using Hunter's Mark, which is always pretty much the only thing I use my spell slots for is Hunter's Mark. I get another 1d4 to my attack rolls and damage. I don't know, whatever. But the attack rolls is where it's most important there. So pretty much never miss, even with the sharpshooter. So that's important. Cloak is whatever. I did my best to give everyone the most to their initiative rolls because in this game, it's the best. Uh, the best. What are they? Not debuff is the word I'm looking for, but the best. Uh, the best, I guess, debuff for enemies is the death debuff, is the joke people say. So like basically just getting that first round attacks off is super important because then they don't ever attack to begin with. So I try to have high initiative on all my characters to just have them all go first and get them, like I can almost wipe everyone, or if not almost everyone in the first round, which is important. Legacy of the Master Gloves, more attack bonus and damage. Boots, I don't know, I can never find better boots for my tab, whatever. An extra initiative and advantage on perception. Oh, additional 6d6 damage if they haven't taken a turn yet, which is good for, again, that initiative. I also tried to have something on all of my characters so that they can't get hit with criticals. So attackers can't land criticals because on honor mode, not getting that massive crit on my characters is huge for being able to like at least not just survive fights, but like kind of have a more uh, equilibrium on like the damage that I'm taking rather than getting spikes. Makes it a lot easier to like plan ahead. Uh, the rings. I feel like I never really got a great second ring, but this ring is really important. So anytime I'm concentrating on a spell, I get an extra 1d4 psychic damage. That's I'm always concentrating on Hunter's Mark, so it's an extra 1d4 Misty Step, whatever. Okay. I'm saving best for last. I'm going Shadowheart next. Shadowheart, basically just my spellcaster. You just got all my scrolls on Shadowheart. The way I always start my days is by summoning all of my my companions, and then using Shadowheart to use her level 6 slot to do Hero's Feast. So I have extra HP and a lot of can't be poisoned, disease, or frightened, extra HP, and wisdom saves with advantage. Basically, that's just a really good bonus for everything. So I summon everything and then use Hero's Feast, and then I also then double up with Aid. I think I accidentally used Aid at level 2. I usually use it at level 4, I think, to get an extra 20 HP. So it's like 20 HP from that, 20 HP from this. It just gives everyone a massive amount of HP, which my Conjured Spider does absolutely no damage, but it's just an HP cushion for things to attack my spider if they aggro on the spider instead, or my bear. The bear is good, but really I have all the companions because if I can get anything to attack them instead of my characters or my heroes or whatever, that is just attacks that just cushions them, and then I can summon these back if they die. So it's basically just extra HP on top of the character themselves. So yeah, that's what basically Shadowheart does. I don't think I have any like super. I did get the Blood of Lathander in Act 1, which was really, really good through Act 2 for all that holy damage, but also just the extra, if you go down to 0 hit points, you get the extra 12 hit points, and then also allies gain 1 through 6 hit points. So it's basically just a free, what's that spell called? Death Ward. It's like basically a free Death Ward. So that was really good. Let's see. Attackers can't land critical hits. Basically the same thing. Whatever. I did do, like I said, I went through and I found the best armor I could find for all of my characters on what is it? Baldur's Gate Wikipedia, basically. I have pretty high AC, so 20, 22, 23. 22, so I tried to have the best armor all around. Let's go back to Shadowheart. I feel like Shadowheart's the most boring of all of them in terms of her armor, but she's just great for all of her for just being a cleric. Honestly, this is good. Anytime I heal, this actually use a lot. This is the Reviving Hands. There's a green version of these. Basically, it is the exact same thing from Act 1 that I used all the way until Act 3, late Act 3, because I just didn't want to spend the gold on them. But I forget what they're called. But the Blade Ward from healing is amazing. So anytime. And at one point I think it was a necklace that allowed me a free healing word and a mass healing word. And so I would use those, and the mass healing word plus the blade ward was an amazing, I think it was every short rest too. For the basically anytime I heal, they get blade ward, which is amazing. And then also the death ward on revive, I guess is good, but the blade ward, which is resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing on just giving, literally can use a level 1 healing word and get blade ward for 2 turns. Pretty good. But otherwise, I just spam, honestly, Radiance of the Dawn, pretty good AoE damage. I use the Sunbeam from the Blood of Lathander whenever I can. Flame Strike, pretty bomb. Kind of expensive, but pretty bomb. And I don't know, sometimes fireballs and stuff. But honestly, I just try to use the AoE from Radiance of the Dawn as much as possible. And just anytime I can throw stuff or use my my scrolls. Okay. Karlak is just a tank. She's amazing. I love her. I used to have what was it, is it a polearm? No, not a polearm. Yeah, I think it's a polearm. Yeah, it's like an axe with the really long handle, from the, I think it was sold in Moonrise Tower in Act 2, and I used that. It was like an additional 1d4 force damage and extra reach. I used that for most of the game. And then this is my like final weapon for her, and it's freaking amazing. It's double the strength modifier with on and it grants advantage on attack rolls against large, huge, gargantuan creatures, whatever. But the doubling the strength modifier against anything is huge, because now I stocked up on Elixir of the Cloud Giant strength, so increased strength to 27. So my modifier is +8, doubled. So I have, let's see how many elixirs. I have 2 more, which should last me to the end of the game. So it just does 16 extra damage on hits just from that alone, plus the extra 3 enchantment. It's just a 2d6 plus, my strength, which is amazing. And then, so yeah, that's just a great weapon. Extra initiative, armor class, just to keep her up. Yeah, whatever, bones by carb. Oh, okay. So the way I actually probably should have reclassed her because I already have these gloves, which set my dex to 18. So I get my AC from that, and then I also have let's see, where is it? Unarmored defense. Yeah. Okay. So I also add my Constitution modifier to my armor class. So in the House of Hope, where you kill whatever devil dude, can't think of his name right now, you get the Amulet of the Greater Health, and that sets my Constitution to 23. So I already have no matter what my Dex and my Constitution are, they're already set to 18 and 23. I probably should have, after I got both of these, spent the money to reclass her and like increase my Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma, just like for saving throws. But whatever, I don't really care. It's fine. At this point, I feel like I'm okay. So yeah, so not only is my health increased from the Constitution, but also my armor class is super high, from 6 from Constitution, 4 from Dexterity. Pretty fucking nice. I've used this Crusher Ring 3 movement for the whole game, and ignore difficult terrain and cannot be paralyzed or restrained. Basically, I just use my Barbarian to have, and I have Long Strider on it from Tav. I ritual cast my Long Strider onto Shadowheart, Lae'zel, and Karlak. So basically, she has, I think, what does it say? If I go into turn-based mode, she has 18 meter movement, which is pretty darn good. So I can pretty much get anywhere on the battlefield. So like Lae'zel's only got 12, so I can get anywhere like during a fight. With Karlak, I feel like I'm never limited to her movement, which is really, really helpful to be able to kill whoever I want. Yeah, and then just more of the good stuff. And then I got, just honestly, I just put the bow in her for the resistance, fire and cold damage. So yeah. All right, and then my freaking murder hobo Lae'zel. I love Lae'zel. Okay, so this, I actually used a similar build on Astarion in my last playthrough on Balanced. Oh, and it's just crazy. Level 5 rogue. I think I went 7 fighter on Astarion, but I don't think the 7th fighter level does much. So this time I went 5 rogue, because the 5th rogue gives you the most important thing, which is uncanny dodge. So basically just half damage on everything. And then of course I went, I forget the subclass, Thief. I went Thief subclass to get an extra bonus action. So I have 2 offhand attacks just through that. And then the fighter class gives me the action surge once per short rest, and also at level 5 2 attacks. So I get just a massive number of attacks. So it's like what 1, 2, 3, 4. If I action surge 5, 6, and if I'm hasted 7, 8. It's just a massive number of attacks. So what I do, so a lot of people say like 2 hands better than using 2 swords, but when you have a massive number of attacks, if you can stack the additional damage on top of them, that's where the damage really comes in, because it's not just 2 acid damage or plus 1d6 fire damage. That's every single attack. So every one of those 6 attacks or 8 attacks or whatever gets those additional damage. So on my main hand, I have 2 acid, 1d4 necrotic, and 1d6 fire, and that's on every single attack. Her basically, and I also went for crit. So the number for Lae'zel to crit, I think, is 16. So I have, let's say, right here's 1 reduced. So let's say 20 is normally. So 19 from this helm from Sarevok and the Murder Tribunal. I think the other one is... No, yep, so here's the other one. Reduce crit down from 19 to 18. I've had this for a long time. Where's my other one? So it's... Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so it's 20, 19, 18, and then I took in level 3 fighter. I took that's what it was. I took the subclass of improved critical hit. I forget what it's called. The actual subclass is called. So that's down to 17, and then I always run with Elixir of Viciousness to get it down to 16. So she's basically critting, what is it, almost 20% of the, 25%, 20 or 25% of the time, 20% of the time. It feels like more than that, honestly. Oh yeah, it is more than that, because I also have this Risky Ring, which I gain advantage on attack rolls. So every attack roll has advantage, so I'm doubling that from 20% crit chance to double the rolls, so 40% crit chance on every attack. The problem with the Risky Ring is that you have disadvantage on every saving throw, but then I have the Helldusk Boots, which I got in Act 3, which is super important to counteract that. Whenever you fail a saving throw, you may use your action to succeed instead. So that's it's just nuts. And then I always had this periaptive wound closure necklace, which allows anytime I'm healed to get the maximum points out of that heal. So Shadowheart, you always run with Warding Bond on Shadowheart on Lae'zel, because Lae'zel's just running into the fight, so that it splits the damage between them, and then Shadowheart heals Lae'zel, giving her Blade Ward and healing her for the max amount. So that's how I run with her. And then, honestly, she doesn't get hit that much from physical damage anyway, because this Cloak of Displacement, which you can buy in Act 3, I forget where, is honestly OP. At the beginning of the wearer's turn, the cloak activates, granting enemies disadvantage on attack rolls until that wearer takes damage. So basically, she just has blur all the time. It's more or less just a automatic blur at the beginning of every turn. So she doesn't get hit by any physical damage almost ever, because she has an AC of 23 with disadvantage. It's literally it's nuts. But then if she gets hit with a spell, that's where the Helldusk Boots come in for the automatic saving throw. I just have to make sure that I keep her reaction if I think she's going to get hit by a spell, to be able to use this, because if I use her reaction for... Well, I guess I have her opportunity attack automatically turned on, but if she... I have a couple other things that I can use her reaction for. Reactions. A lot of things, really. but I keep the. Actually I should turn these off. Charm and Psionic Backlash, because the Infernal Resistance is way better than Charm and Psionic Backlash. Cool, I'm glad I'm talking about this. That's good I turned that on. Okay, yeah, that's my characters. I think I'm gonna end this video here and then start another one, because I feel like that's a lot in and of itself. Yeah, all the resistances come from this. I guess I can quickly talk about, I usually run with Tav, Bloodlust, Elixir. Always got to speak with animals on just because it's a ritual cast anyway. What other... Oh, I think right now I got like Elixir of Guile full movement on her, but I usually, if I can, I should have honestly farmed more of them, but I usually run with, I think it's the Alert... What's it called? Do I have one? Elixir. It's the one that gives you the alert fee, basically. It gives you +5 to initiative, and you can't be surprised. So it's an elixir. I don't know if I have any. I wish I probably should have had more of those to put on Shadowheart. I already said I always run with Elixir of Viciousness, and then Karlach, she's on fire because I'm using the soul coins, which I honestly didn't learn how to use until like Act 3, but I just always use the soul coin for an extra 1d4 fire damage when she's raging, and then the Cloud Giant Strength, which I guess I already said. Yeah, and then Shadowheart, I'm always like I said, I'm always trying to have cast, so I always cast my level 6 planner ally. So I always use the Diva. I've never used anything else. He's my my sexy Diva guy. And then for this I farmed up some. I think I have 3 more. Where are they? Conjure Elemental scrolls. 2 more. So I have 2 more scrolls of Conjure Elemental for this last battle, just in case I need to conjure some more. I've farmed up some Cloud Kills, a couple of Chain Lightnings. This I spend all my money on. Some Chain Lightnings, and then one, I think I got a Disintegrate in here somewhere. Disintegrate, which is like, I don't even know what I'm using this for, but 10d6 plus 40. I got to use it for something special for the last fights. Tav is infected with the special tadpole to give her the Illithid, all the Illithid stuff. I didn't actually mean to do that. I failed a saving throw and she took it. So I guess it worked out though, because she can fly and she has all these extra powers which are pretty OP. So she's infected by the special one, no one else is. And so she can fly. She has this Mind Sanctuary, which creates a bubble of hasten. She flies. I still don't know how to use this frickin' free cast thing, but it seems OP, but I don't know how to use it. So yeah, that's it. Lots of smoke powder arrows. And then yeah, I just have a shit ton of the many arrows of many targets, because it's a really, really good arrow. Speed potions. Yeah, it's been like, this is like 100 hours in the making, just like thinking about min-maxing this last area. And then honestly, I'm pissed off because I came over here by these pools, and a bunch of Illithid brain things came out and exploded in AoE, so they damaged my... Honestly, it doesn't matter, they did damage. I have lots of healing potions, but you can't use your healing potions on your companion things, on your pets. So they're kind of low on health, and I'm pissed off about that, but I guess we'll move on. Okay, so I'm going to end this video, and I'll start another one. This is my intro.